from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
Let's get to our next game, and this is a primetime 7 o'clock Tuesday action game, which I don't know. It kind of seems interesting written down, but once you look into this, you kind of scratch your head like, man, I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
But anyways, you got the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl between the UCLA Bruins and the NC State Wolfpack. The Bruins are 8-4 on the year, 8-4 against the spread, while the Wolfpack are 9-3 on the year, 7-5 against the spread. This line opened up in favor of NC State -3. Right now, that line's at -2. As far as the total, it opened up at 59.5. Right now, that total is at 60. Get to these injury reports real quick. Brown, he is questionable for UCLA, but going into COVID, due to COVID, the leading tackler, defensive back Quantrez Knight, he is out for this game. And offensive lineman Antonio Maffa, he is out as well with COVID. And there are several other players that have not been named yet that Coach Kelly is hoping will be out of COVID protocol, out of quarantine by tomorrow. So you definitely want to go to Twitter to check that out and make sure you're on the right side of that. As far as NC State, they pretty much healthy. They've been doing what they needed to do to make sure they don't have to send any players in the COVID protocol. UCLA is on a 3-game winning streak. They ended the year on a high note, averaging 42 points a game. They beat Cal 42-14 in their last outing, while NC State won 34-30 in a shootout against against North Carolina. Get to these actual factors. UCLA at 5-2 against the spread last 7 games, or over to 4 out of the last 5 against the 4 out of the last 5. They're 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games. The overs also hit 4 out of the last 6 this season. They're 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of December, and they are 5-2 against the spread when playing as an underdog in the last 7 games. NC State, the overs hit 7 out of the last 10 games. They're 8-2 straight up in the last 10 games this season. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games this season. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of December, and 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games when playing as a favorite. So NC State taking on UCLA. Marley, what's the play for the San Diego County Bowl?
You know how I feel about that Pac-12 conference over there on the West Coast. You know what I think about that West Coast football. Even though this NC State ain't, they consider North Carolina the South, right?
Yes.
Kind of, sort of. Anyway, that being said,
it is the South.
It's the South, right? I like North Carolina State here. Take the money line. I also like the over. Look, this week, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got plays, bro. This week I need to make my record. I'm trying to push over. I'm 20 over. I'm trying to get 30 over this week. 30 games over 500, and I feel good. But I like North Carolina State here on the money line. Leary, the quarterback for North Carolina State, excellent season this year. Over 3,400 yards, 35 touchdowns.
What's up, SBO?
What's up, SBO? Only 5 interceptions. QBR is at 60. Let me look at my notes. 65.7. And don't get me wrong, like Coach said, UCLA been on a 3-game win streak, but look at those 3 games that those teams they played. It was USC, trash this year. Colorado, okay, trash this year, and Cal, trash this year. I guess rivalry game, so we can give them credit, but I'm not trying to
rivalry game.
Huh?
I say that's not even a rivalry game. I mean, in-state rivalry game. But
yeah. So, and I'm not trying to I know the coach don't like when I trash one team real hard, but I'm not trying to trash UCLA. I just think I like the North Carolina State, their defense, they only give it up 19 points a game. That's going to be the difference. We will get a high-scoring game. I also like the over. That's an official play, over the 60, because, Kelly can't score. He can't design the offense. I think we'll get a back-and-forth shootout, but I think when it comes down to it in the fourth quarter, when you need a stop and your defense needs one, North Carolina State has a defense that can and will get those stops that UCLA will not be able to get. I'm on North Carolina State money line. I'm also on the over. We'll get a shootout early.
So you got NC State and the over.
Yes.
Flat top, what you got?
Once again, Marley articulated it so well. I think this is just a matter of, you got UCLA, who's, they're having a pretty good end of their season on a 3-game win streak. But the difference, I think, and Marley mentioned it, is NC State, I have faith that they can get a stop when they need to. I mean, their defense has given up less than 20 points a game. They're going to give up more than that against UCLA just because of how Chip Kelly is when he has some time to prepare. But I think with Leary at the helm and no significant people being out for NC State offensively, I just think they're a better offense than UCLA, and they're definitely a better defense. So I like NC State with the points. I'll take them minus the 2. So NC State's the move for sure here.
I'm with you guys, and that makes me nervous that we all like NC State, but I'm gonna ride with them with all that shit that's going on with the COVID protocol right now. For UCLA, they are homes. We're talking about an East Coast team traveling to the West Coast. I like NC State. I like the way they play defense as well, and the quarterback's been doing his thing also.
But
so the games, go ahead.
They're not traveling day of though, or night before.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that time difference won't be such a. They all have been there for a couple of days. So that time difference.
They've been there since last Friday.
Right. So their body would have had time to adjust. That time difference shouldn't be no big deal. As far as East Coast traveling to West Coast, that should be pretty even match as far as how your body adjusts. I thought about that too, though.
Yeah, so we all like NC State for the play. Hopefully, we're on the right side. So that makes me a little nervous that we all like them. So is that your son behind you? Okay.
You saw them walk by.
Yeah. Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We are Brothas N Bets.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from